Welcome to URL's Battle Rap Arena. Jesserican and URL's very own Street Star Norbs. Yo, Norbs, Midwest Miles Battle is up on YouTube, man. You peeped it?
You mean his interview? It's on YouTube.
Yeah, his interview.
You guys can go listen to it at urltv.tv. It's up there right now. It's a really good interview.
Yo, shout out to ThrowDownDigital for hooking up the new logo for the URL Battle Rap Arena.
Most definitely, Miles got really, he really let us into his personal life, and I like the interview. It's a really good interview. I hope the fans enjoy it. He really addressed certain things that a lot of people, are going to be, you're going to see a different side of Miles, which is a good thing in my opinion.
All right, we got a few callers on the line. Real from yesterday. Real wanted to talk to us. What's going on, Real? What's on your mind?
What's going on, one-on-one in the building? What's cracking with y'all?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm straight. How you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm just excited about this interview tonight. Got my main man, Mr. Dizaster in the building. All the fans are hyped. They want to know what's next for Dizaster. Is he coming to URL? Is he going here? Like, what's happening with Dizaster? So it's going to be crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Yep.
I just want to run a couple.
What's on your mind?
I came up with a couple of scenarios for some battles, and just want to hear y'all opinions on what I put together.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is based on what Norb said the last two interviews ago about the young and up and coming battle rappers. So I checked them out, you know what I'm saying, so I just wouldn't be talking and not knowing what I'm talking about. So I put together Bill Collector versus Tech 9, John the Don versus Hollow the Don, B Magic versus DNA, JC versus Young Ill, and Rosenberg.
So you're talking about like a veteran versus rookie.
Yeah.
I like that idea, man. A veteran versus rookie card. What do you think about that, Norbs?
Oh, I got one more, though. Go
ahead, shoot.
Rosenberg Raw versus Shotgun Suge.
Wow.
These are matchups that a lot of people are actually saying because of similarities in terms of styles, especially the JC Young Ills. I'm hearing that a lot. And to be honest with you, I think those matchups are possibly can be great matchups. I just think right now it might be a little too soon. Because we got to let these guys get seasoned. You know what I mean? Like the JCs, the Raws, the Bill Collectors. But, these guys are going to be big stars with the URL, man. So, I definitely respect that list, though, real shit.
Yeah, that's a good list, man. I like that whole idea, that the rookie versus vet idea. But I kind of feel where you're coming from. You feel like they would get destroyed pretty much? Norbs?
No, I think it'll be great battles. You know what I mean? I think, like I said, I just want to see
No,
everybody.
but I just mean off of the experience. Like, they don't have the experience to go up there with that heavyweight yet.
I mean, it's like, would you put Cam Newton against Tom Brady right now? You want to do that?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
People at equal level, they want that experience.
I might put Tebow against anybody. Peasy, what's going on, Peasy? I know you had a question for Norris. What's good, man?
What's going on with you? What's up, Norris?
Chilling, man. I'm over here just enjoying life. What's up?
Yesterday you mentioned Proving Grounds, and you didn't mention Cash Eaton. How did he do in this Proving Ground battle?
You know what's funny? I actually was outside when he actually went into his battle, but I will be seeing him live next month against Jay from Block City. So we're gonna check that out next month. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right, thanks for chilling with us today, Peasy. And of course, the URL's official timekeeper 973 Big Jose. What up, Jay?
What's going on? Just what's going on, Big Norbs?
Jay, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
What you got? You got anything on your mind today, or you want to talk to Dave?
Yeah. This is having a battle rapper that never battled in URL on the battle rap arena is going to be, interesting, It's going to be a good conversation, and hopefully it'll be coming in one day,
Let's bring the dude on, man. I mean, I don't nobody wants to talk to me tonight. Everything's about Dizaster.
All right, let's get that dude on. Let's get Dizaster on. Yeah, no, Dizaster just had a crazy battle with DNA. Love him or hate him. Been going back and forth with Hollow. Got to get a lot of things off his chest. Should make for a good interview, to say the least. One that's never not spoken what's on his mind. This is definitely going to treat us to an earful today, probably. But, a lot of shit to talk about. I really want to get to him and Hollow going back and forth on Twitter. It seems to be heating up more than the original rivalry, but that's what this does. This gets under your skin. I mean, he's done it to every other opponent, so why would Hollow be any different? Hopefully the battle goes down. Hopefully it happens on the URL stage. We'll wait for this to come on.
Give me 1 second, man. I'm going to have to hang up. Jesse called me right back so I can get him on.
Not a problem, man. What do you feel, Real?
About Dizaster?
Yeah. Just in general. How far he takes it.
You know what? To be honest with you, I've never been a fan of the whole grind time situation. That one dude, Passwords, I really like him.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Passwords, but when I saw Disasters, all the times I've seen him, it was okay. It's just that grind time style just fuck with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you're more of a URL dude. Just hold for us on the line. I want to get Norris back on, and we're going to bring Dizaster in here.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yo, it's all good.
Give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna try to get this back on.
Yeah, what do you feel, Big J? Like, what do you think?
Well, man, Hollow hit me back, man, and you're right, man. It's ugly, man. Hollow is really taking this personal, and I want to see him in URL, man. It's gonna be big, man.
Well, I like I said, I just seen from the Twitter situation. They're going back and forth, but they're looking to hold no punches right from the start. And I mean, this is what this does. So why should we expect it to be any different this time around? When he wants an opponent, 9 times out of 10 he's going to get that opponent in the ring. A lot of things to talk to him about the DNA battle. But I mean, I think the Hollow situation is really on top of everybody's mind at the moment. If the battle's going to happen. Will Diz even come to the URL if it's not Hollow? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him on that URL stage, man.
He handled himself good against Swave and DNA, man, so I think he'll do great on the URL stage. Right,
so it's kind of like, who would be his opponents? I mean, those are URL opponents if you think about it,
Yeah, exactly. He did well against both of them, very well.
Right, those same battles could have happened just exactly like how they did on the URL stage. It could have been URL Dizaster versus Wave Seller. It could have been URL Dizaster versus DNA, you know. And, I mean, I don't see how it could have really been that different.
Exactly. He proved himself. He deserves to come and battle Hollow right away. He proved himself. A lot of battles under his belt. He deserves Hollow right as soon as he comes into the URL.
Listen, guys. I'd like to introduce my main man, the king of controversy, the king of all blogs, Jin's best friend, Dizaster. Welcome to the show.
Yo, Diz, what up, man? Welcome to URL's Battle Rap Arena, yo.
What's poppin', man? Thanks for having me.
Go ahead, Norbs. I know you want to start this one off.
So, Dizaster, my main man. A lot of people don't know. Me and Diz go back a couple of years now. Diz, man, you're finally on the URL Battle Rap Arena.
Yep.
Let's cut to the chase. What's up with you and Hollow? You guys been going back and forth these last couple months. The last couple of days has gotten real heated.
Yeah.
Tell us the scenario. How did it start?
Yeah. Hold on. So, I mean, if you wanna go back, like this all like stemmed from a while back. Like it ain't really some new shit. Me and him like having like friction like this. Hold on one second. I'm gonna fucking send the link too so people could call in.
Start from the beginning.
It goes back to like, you know what I mean, me and him were hella cool, you know, when the shit started and he was coming out to LA even when he was battling Awkwards. You know what I mean? And we like had like a mutual respect for each other, and we always talk about how we were gonna end up battling and shit. And how, like, when me and him end up battling, it's going to be the craziest shit ever, you know what I mean? So we started slowly setting it up and doing it, and then fucking shit just started going sour, like, as far as, like, you know, like, money and waiting for the battle and when it was going to happen. And we just, like, it was the same type of situation where, like, I'm setting up a battle with somebody, and then they start, like, fucking changing their mind about shit and fucking going back. And it was just, like, me basically getting offended about the situation, and I went back and forth with him on Twitter, but it was like on some like, you know what I mean, it was like on some like, you know, how battlers always talk shit to each other. It wasn't even like that serious. It was like, fuck you, we were just talking shit to each other, and we just let it be at that, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really more than that. He never said anything that he was bothered about the situation or anything, and it was just like, all right, cool, fuck it. We went separate ways, you know what I'm saying? And then when I went out to the battle in NY, the Swave one, I know you were there, Norbs, too, that night. Yeah, so, like, that night, you know what I'm saying, like, there was just a bunch of shit that happened over there that just wasn't, like, that I just wasn't cool with, man, and ever since that fucking night, you know what I'm saying, like, the whole fucking, you know, how I was approached, I just, like, haven't wanted to let that go. What up?
Now, let's revisit that. Now, from my understanding, yeah, I was there. And something you had said on Twitter or something stating when Hollow was incarcerated, when he was locked up, he took offense to, and he supposedly approached you. Let's take.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like, there's definitely truth to that, but this is the thing, like he never let me know that there was a problem between me and him. He played it off like everything was fucking cool, and then when I was over there, 10 minutes before I need to go in and battle Swave, he comes and approaches me. He got mapped in my ear. He got people standing on the fucking side. They're basically letting me know, you do anything out here, we're gonna fuck you up. And listen, man, like, yeah, man, we fucking rap about fucking people up all the time, and all of us are like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at the end of the day, man on man, I'm never gonna, you know what I mean, man to man, I'm never gonna fucking bitch up against anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go toe to toe with anybody. Like, I'll put the gloves on with any of these motherfuckers any fucking day. But like, I'm not a fucking idiot to where I'm going to sit there and act tough and fucking, you know what I mean, fight off 1,000 motherfuckers in a fucking place where, you know what I'm saying, I don't roll like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm there as a guest by myself, you know what I mean? And that was the whole thing, like, I was just offended from me being alone and him coming at me that way. So, and that's when he told me, oh, no, fuck that, I'll come to your face to California and say that shit to you, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even about, like, me, like, oh, waiting for Hollow, all right, come out here to Cali and say that shit. I'm not even on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. I just want to fucking make it to where the battle, and that's why when we got into it right now, him like responding again, like I never even called him out right now. Like the thing is he's calling me out right now because I called him out like 6 months ago, and I got over that shit. Like, I put out a blog. We were talking about doing it. He took the Hitman battle. And it was whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a choice whether he was going to take the Hitman battle or battle me. So he ended up doing that, and I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I completely forgot about it. Yeah, I mentioned him in the battle. I'm just dissing him. I wasn't mentioning him because I was calling him out again. So now he's hitting me up and telling me, oh, fuck you, we could do this shit, but only in NY or Houston, the two places where the motherfucker knows that he's going to have an army of motherfuckers and I'm going to be by myself. So the only thing I'm asking for, I'm not asking for motherfuckers to, like, you know what I mean, do this in my territory. Like, if, like, cats can't come at me and say that I'm being pussy about the situation, because if I was, then I would be like, no, you come to me, you come to Cali, or we won't do it. No, I'll do this shit anywhere where it's neutral and we can get the bars out, and nothing. It's not just about the whole beefing situation, just so you know. It has nothing to do with that, just that. It's the fact of the footage and everything. I don't want nothing to be fucked up. I don't want to go to an event also and have to worry about what the fuck is going to happen after the event or during the event when I just want to focus on my bar. So that's the whole point of making it neutral.
No, I agree. And knowing Hollow Don, like, I know Hollow on a personal level, and I know he's a big competitor, and I know you're a big competitor, and in my opinion, I think there's a big mutual respect for each other there. It's just competition at this point. This is what I see. And when people do, in terms of you sometimes cross the line, sometimes Hollow crosses the line, and I think it's just the fire. You guys have to meet in this ring on the UR.
No, you know, I definitely feel it. And, like, honestly, I definitely understood where Hollow was coming from. Like, if he would have just told me that that's how he felt at the time, I probably would have been like, oh, da-da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? It's not really like that. But it was just the whole way that they came at me, motherfuckers made me feel like they were going to take my life when I was out there just on some fucking let's fucking do this battle shit. It was just like hella, I just looked at it like, yo, he's the type of dude that would never fucking squat me one-on-one, and if I did ever beat his ass one-on-one, he would fucking have me jump by 100 motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So it's like, come on, man, like, this, it ain't, that's not what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know people. Everybody knows somebody. Nobody wants it to fucking get to that level. Like, I already got people calling me left and right wanting to fucking get involved in it beef-wise, and it's like, nah, because we're amping up both sides, and everybody has somebody that loves them. Besides, when you're at this level, and you got fans like this and people that look up to you, we all got motherfuckers that just want to fucking, like, do us favors or fucking die for us or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? So, like,
now, let's revisit that night. That happens. I mean, like I said, you know, sometimes you got mind games. In my opinion, it was a mind game with Hollow.
You know what? I'm starting to, hold on. I'm starting to look at it like it might be that, but also, like, the motherfuckers do that shit constantly, man, and I'm not, like, I'm not going to sit here and put cats on blast because it's none of my business, but they do this to other rappers, you know what I mean? And those other rappers, if they want to fucking come out and say, like, yo, the motherfuckers did that shit to me, then, you know what I'm saying, they could come out and say that. But I ain't the first one they do that shit to, and it's hella not, it's just not fucking, I don't know, man. If motherfuckers want to be gangsters, then don't rap. Then just go out there and kill motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let's get off of that, because nobody, you know what, you addressed it as cool. Now, that night you went, and obviously it didn't affect you, and you went, this is the first time I've seen you live. It was me and Math was standing right next to each other, and I forgot who else was there. I think Cortez was there, and everybody. And your performance was amazing. Nothing seemed to disrupt your ability. Now, take us through that battle with Swave, and the crowd was crazy. They were real hostile towards you, and you know, take us through that battle and what happened.
Oh, man, that battle itself, man, like, I'll tell you straight up, it's, even though as hostile as it was the most comfortable I've ever felt around the crowd. Like, that crowd was just unbelievable to me. Like, I fucking loved them. I felt like I had a relationship with them the whole time that battle went on, from when it started to the end. I felt like I was communicating with the crowd the whole fucking time, you know what I mean? I felt like I was talking directly to all of them and slowly, like, gaining their respect as it went along, man. So, like, to me, that definitely was my favorite battle I've ever done, especially because there was also a huge mutual respect between me and the person I was battling, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I knew I had to, I just knew I had to just fucking, I went to NY with a mind state like, I'm going there to do my shit, and that's why I came out there to do an unlimited battle. That's why it was no time, because I wanted to come out there and say everything I wanted, man, and it went the way I wanted it to, especially because I don't write out my rounds or anything. Like, I don't write rounds out. I just have bars in my head, and I just rap. You know what I mean? So, like, that shit was just, like, that shit was, like, it's definitely my best performance, I have to say, like, better than my DNA one. I don't know.
In that battle, what really surprised me, and this is how I felt at that battle, when I was like, yo, this dude needs to come to the URL, was that you had bars, you had patterns, you had different schemes that were really impressive. Now, that battle against Swave was real similar to what we do over here. Now, that's what proved it to me. Now, after that, you ended up taking, you did some European stuff. I think you was out in Europe. You did the battle.
Yeah. I've been doing the European thing a lot, like, this year. You know what I mean? Like, they've been hella, like, out there, man, they fucking, you know what I'm saying? They're hella influenced by everything we do out here, man. Like, they really got it popping out there, too.
And then after that, you went to Canada.
Yep.
And you battled. The big battle just came out, which was DNA.
Yeah.
Now, you and DNA, and you and DNA had similar issues with Hollow. And like I said, it was all complicated.
You know what? It was never like this with DNA, bro. Like, I disliked him. I genuinely disliked him. But it was never to the point where you felt like it's like fucking, like, you know what I mean? It's like it's more than battling right now. You know what I mean? Like, it was never to that point with DNA, to be honest with you, man. You know what? It was more like me, like, getting fucked over certain things, like with money and fucking time and preparing, and that's what propelled me to, like, pissed me the fuck off about DNA in that situation. But, like, I always in the back of my head, like, knew the fucking kid was a little fucking toothless, talented fucking kid, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he's a talented fucking kid, man, so, you know what I mean? And so is Hollow, man, but it's just, like, all this extra shit is fucking unnecessary, man, like I'm saying, man, so.
Yeah, but Diz, you gotta admit, Diz, you are the king of disrespect. And I'm going to tell you, what you did to Jin was insane. Now, having said that, Hollow is also a master of mind games. And like I said, like, in my opinion, that's all it is. Now, he's kind of pushing you the same way you usually push other people. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that, Norbs, but that's where the difference comes. That, like, yeah, like, but I never see, like, with him, it's not kind of just like a fucking rap thing. Like, when you take it, like, beyond that, I don't know if it's really mind games, because normally people ain't always gonna fucking, you know, most people are gonna believe you when you say, like, yo, I'm gonna do so A, B, and C. It's like, hold on, it's like, yo, you're playing mind games, but, like, at the same time, man, like, usually people are used to, like, fucking being cautious for shit like that. And I'm saying right now, I have no fucking problem with anything he's fucking doing. I'm just letting you know that that's the reason why I feel fucking hella just disrespected about the whole situation. Because if he would have just came at me on some, like, personal shit, man, I would have just been like, yo, man, my bad, you know what I mean? But it was just like the whole. But anyways, let's keep finishing on with these other questions, man. So, like, yeah.
No, that's the battle you want. You want Howard the Dawn on the URL. Do you think you could come onto the URL stage and defeat Hollow the Dawn?
Yeah, man. I mean, there wouldn't be a reason why I would suggest it. It's not like Hollow's the one making me do it on URL. Like, I hope cats don't get this fucking twisted. I'm the one pushing it to be on URL. So there has to be a reason why. If I wasn't confident, then I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be doing that, you know? So it's like, yes, okay. I do believe that. And I do believe that I'm going to be more comfortable than I've ever been battling when I'm on that stage. Definitely.
I just want to test the call system for a second. 909, you're live on the air with Dizaster. Go ahead.
Yo, what's good? Dizaster,
Yeah,
this is Triune. What's poppin'?
Yo, what's poppin', Try? It was good, man.
It was good. Hey, yo.
Man, it's so crazy. Well, hey, it's perfect timing you calling right now, man, because...
Yeah.
That's a fun...
Yo,
you been listening the whole time?
I'm a personal, long-time friend of Disasters. You know what I mean? Probably an influence to him early on in his battle rap career. So all I'm really saying is, you know what I mean, if niggas want to be gangsters and be gangsters, you feel me? Like, go out and body niggas and, you know what I mean, and move work and do what you do. But if niggas is on some battle rap shit, then leave it there. You know what I mean? Ain't no reason for niggas to get all extra. Ain't no reason for niggas to be threatening niggas' lives or threatening niggas' well-being. Nah, like,
okay, while we're on that, though, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Nobody's on that. Like I said, like you said, you know Dizaster. I know Dizaster. I know Hollow, and I know this is to me it's a lot of hyping up the product, and basically you guys, even if you do have a mutual dislike for each other, I know there's a mutual respect in terms of talent, and my opinion, you guys are probably each other's biggest threats out there in terms of what you guys do. So
definitely, I mean, the talent aspect of it is undeniable. Like, I would never front on some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? It's all that extra shit, like he's saying. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of shit I'm talking about, though. Norb's like, look, Triune is like fucking right here is fucking proof of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but this what you're going through right now, Diz. I mean, does it make you regret on the mind games you played before with people? Like Norb's brought up Jin. And, I mean, do you look back and be like, okay, maybe I did take
honestly, the only mind games I regret ever doing with somebody, and I'll tell you which ones, the only thing I ever regret doing is fucking clowning Jin's mom. And I'll tell you why, man, because he's a fucking good dude. And he didn't deserve me to do that because he didn't deserve for me to do that to him because I had a lot of misunderstanding of why that battle fell apart, and there was a lot of other staff issues that were involved and other things that I was kept in the dark about. So that was the only reason, but I still understand why I did it, because I got fucked over for a lot of money, and I fucking flipped out 3 days before the battle. And you know what? Sometimes people get fucking killed over $3,000, $4,000. So me making fun of someone's mom is not that fucking bad for that amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But like, at the end of the day, this shit's all entertaining, man. Any blog I've ever done disrespecting somebody, it's like, it's on some funny shit. It's not on some, like, yo, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
you are the master of the blogs. The blog with Cortez. Cortez does the blog, and this is real facts. Cortez does the blogs where he said how he would kill you. And your response was the Apple Farmer video. When I tell you that I called Cortez that night, and I was like, please do not ever blog against Dizaster again. This is the greatest comeback I've ever seen. Now, what the fuck goes through your mind when you come up with these things? How did you come up with the Apple Farmer thing?
Honestly, the whole thing fucking, I'll tell you exactly what that whole thing stemmed from. I swear, it was just a fucking punchline that I said to him. I was rhyming cabbage farmer with fucking, what was it, like apple farmer with cabbage gardener. And I was just like, it was just a fucking funny racial joke that I did against him. And after I said that, all the comments on all the videos became this ongoing joke about Cortez and apples. Like, and wherever the fuck I would go, I'd get messages about that line. So, like, it got to a point where I was like, man, I should just make this a theme and just ride on it. And that's how I, like, kind of went with it. That's how that shit developed. It developed from a single fucking random punchline that I said to him.
That video was genius. Now,
man,
you got Hollow on your list. You did call out Cortez. Is there a possibility of you revisiting that battle with Cortez? Are you interested in that as well? How do you feel about it?
I mean, like, to be honest with you, man, like, I'm never really opposed to battling people. I'm not that type of dude that's going to be like, oh, yo, Cortez, you're not doing good right now, so I can't battle you because you lost the last battle. Like, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be the dude that's going to be like, yo, you lost your last battle, you suck, I'm not going to battle you. Whatever, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure the dude's going to be putting in work and doing battles. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm kind of fucking, like, being honest with you, I'm over it. Kind of the same way leading up at the end to the DNA battle, man, like, it got to a point where I was like, God, it's just been so long us going back and forth, and I just hate, like, preparing for somebody, then stopping, then having to fucking think about the whole thing again, and it just feels like a waste of time. So, like, I'm not really interested like that, but I'm not opposed to it if it happens, to be honest with you. I mean, it's whatever.
Now, when are we going to see Dizaster on the URL stage? I mean, you're in URL's Battle Rap Arena. So when can we expect you on that URL stage?
So I mean, if Norbs fucking lets me say what I mean, you want me to answer that?
we're talking. Disaster's definitely.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about it. If anything, it's going to be next year, and it's going to be like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be far down the line. It's not far from now, if anything. Just that's all you got to know.
Okay.
You got any more questions from the fans, Justin?
Yeah, well, let me bring on URL's official timekeeper, Big J. You want to talk to Dizaster?
What's up, Big Dizaster? Big J45 Twitter. What's going on, big man?
What's poppin', man?
All right, man. You're the only one I see that got a lot of heart to battle anybody. Will you be opposed to battling Tech 9?
Oh, never. But at the same time, it would depend where I'm battling Tech 9. So if I'm battling Tech 9 in New York, you know what I'm saying, like, or in Philly or anywhere there, it would be like me going to a suicide mission. So I'd have to like come to terms with my Arabic roots before I go, and then I'd fucking don't do it. But yeah, I mean, you know, like that would be a situation where I wouldn't even mind fucking, you know, battling him in front of a crowd and taking an L to him like that in front of a fucking crowd that loves him. But he's definitely fucking a master at controlling crowds, man. He's crazy with that, man. So it's admirable, to be honest with you. And yeah, I would definitely never be opposed to battling him.
No,
definitely not.
Everybody says, how would Dizaster translate onto Smack? And me and you've had numerous conversations where you stated that you grew up watching Smack, and these are the type of battles you've done. Run us through that and let us know why you would translate.
I started doing street battles. And what I mean by street battles, like they were like literally on the street. And it went from that to a period of time out here we had where we had like a West Coast Smack thing going on. It was called The Pit, and we had a lot of we even had like celebrities coming down there and cats from NY always flying out because at the time there was no Smack events at that time, and anyone who remotely like had that style or was doing that type of rap was coming down to the Pit where we were at because it was like the most fucking hood spot in LA. Motherfuckers were bashing each other up. That's what we were doing, and I was the king of that shit for like 2 years straight. I ran that whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyone that knows locally out here knows that. So, I didn't, you know what I mean? That's what I grew up like. To be honest with you, man, like, most of us were like that. We didn't have YouTube, and then when YouTube came along, you had Mook and you had Lux and them, and, you know, like, against Party Artie and them battles, like, those are the battles I can remember from being young, like, not any other battles. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the fucking day, I have a genuine appreciation for that type of talent, and like I can't even explain it to you more than I'm gonna be comfortable as fuck, man. Like that's all I can tell you right now.
Okay, 661, you're live on the air with Dizaster.
Hey, what's up with it?
What's going on?
Hey.
What's up?
Shit, chilling.
You got a question?
Yeah, what's up with that for Hollow? You gonna battle him or what?
we just had this whole discussion.
I don't know, because I was doing some shit. I wasn't really paying attention. What's up with it, though?
Well, hold on. We got another caller on the line. 773, you're live on the air with Dizaster. Go ahead, 773, you're live on the air. Yo, 773, you there?
Hello.
What's up, man? You got a question?
Looks like you there.
Yeah, I got a question for Nord.
Oh, okay, what's up?
I wanted to ask, can we expect to see the whole trick situation in the footage, or y'all gonna edit that out?
Well, just to let you guys know, I seen the footage today, and I seen all of the footage. So, just to let you guys know, we're not blocking anything out, man. It's gonna be crazy when it drops.
Hey, wait, what you guys talking about? Let me in on this shit.
We're talking about the Arsenal and Calico battle.
What, some shit popped off during the round?
I mean, Arsenal said a line. He said something like, and Suge got that shotgun, and all of a sudden you see like a you see like somebody come to the stage and make a comment at Arsenal, and it kind of disrupts the battle for a couple seconds, and it's when the fans see it, it's gonna be crazy. Like it's
that's hilarious. Of course, someone's gonna say some shit about it mentioning Suge in Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. And it was kind of crazy. But yeah, it's definitely in the footage, man.
It's funny you mentioned Detroit because 313, you're live on the air with Dizaster.
Yo, what up? What up, dog?
What else? Shit, I got a question and I got a comment. I wanted to ask Dizaster. Hey, would you ever, if the money was right, would you ever battle Awkwards?
That's a good question. To be honest with you, like, nah, I wouldn't do it, and he would never battle me. To be honest with you, man, it's kind of like a thing we've already talked about. Like, nah, we ain't never gonna fucking do that. To be honest with you.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, okay.
Comment on that. Hold on, before you say that.
Hold on.
Diz, a lot of people were calling Bill Collector the URL version of you. How do you feel about the kid Bill Collector?
You know what, man? I've only seen, like, 2 of his battles, and to be honest with you, the dude's entertaining as fuck. He's hella entertaining, man. He just, like, the dude's, like, fucking hella, he's a performer, man. He's hella animated. Like, that's the thing, like, how battle rapping is today. I think it's broken down into 2 sections, and it's just performance and bars, really, like, for the most part. And, like, some people excel a lot in bars, and some people excel a lot with performance. And my example for right now would be Bill Collector and Conceited. Like, I think Bill Collector would outperform Conceited because he's fucking just really captivating and just fucking paints a fucking picture in your head like a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, Conceited, on the other hand, has very, very technical bars, but is not that crazy of a performer, you get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, so definitely, Bill Collector's dope. You said people were saying that we should battle?
People were comparing you guys a lot, like he's kind of our version of you. Like, you know, the URL's version of what you.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably because he's hella animated. I mean, I can't really see any more similarities in that, but I haven't watched him a lot then again, so I don't really know. I've seen a couple of his battles. That's about it. Isn't he locked up or something?
Yeah, but he's coming home real soon, so.
Cool, man. That's good shit.
What's that question?
Hold on, we still got a call on the line. 2704, what's up, man? You got a question for Dizaster?
Yo, yeah. This I don't know if Norbs remember me, but this Golden Flames from Twitter, me and him joke a lot. Yeah.
What's up, brother?
What's good, man? I had a question for Dizaster.
Go ahead.
Yo, one thing I was gonna comment on, like, I think a lot of the fans really kind of like they kind of like escalate a lot of the different little back and forth between the artists and stuff. I think they really like get too much into it, and they kind of like mess things up. They kind of mess up the little competitive nature. But besides, out of all the different drama, like, put all that aside, like, who would you say is like your definite top 5 of like all the leagues, like?
And everything mixed together, I would say it's gonna be hard to make a real quick fucking list, but like basically what comes to mind right away. I would have to say right now, god damn, I would have to say Conceited, definitely Hollow. Are we using cats that are retired too, or no?
No, just active.
Like if it was like that, I'd put Solomon on there, but no. I guess fucking from Jersey, I'd say fucking Sue Surf is that dude, and then from Chicago, I'd say Big T, and then. Oh, man, pretty much, fuck. Who else? There's a couple other cats like Nestle, Real Deal, and Storm, man, that I could say. Johnny Storm, Real Deal, and Nestle. Those cats are fucking animals, so. But mainly all the names that I name right now, those are probably a top 6, my bad, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, now I want... Oh, we got the callers off. Now, Diz, I wanted to ask you a question with Norbs here. I mean, with the URL lines, do you, and, you know, in the DNA battle, you said a few of them. Now, is that just for the fun of the sport, or do you actually, like, believe some of the things?
No, I mean, look, there's a lot of, I'm glad you asked me this question, man, because a lot of people, like, seem to misunderstand what I'm saying when I'm telling DNA shit, like, oh, you fucking, you know what I mean, like, you fucking ditched us, like, you backstabbed us for smack or whatever. Like, the thing is my whole thing is it was a certain scenario that, like, for me, like, when I look at battle leagues, man, I look at all of them together. I don't, like, even though I've rapped on Grind Time for fucking 80% of my fucking battling career or whatever, at the end of the day, anyone doing this battle shit I ride with them, you know what I mean? It's not even about that, you know what I'm saying? But it was just the whole fact is that people would actually, like, it was the fact that motherfuckers would choose sides or, like, be like, oh, it's either I do this or do that. That's the whole aspect that I was addressing that, you know what I mean, that was whack about it. Because if you're gonna battle, I say battle on fucking all leagues, and it is what it is. It was just a certain scenario between DNA and Poison Pen, who's a friend of mine that I thought he did some fucking shit that was a fucking, like, sideways, and I just mentioned it, and that was pretty much it, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, it's not like that, man, and it would be like that whether I'm talking to any league, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same shit with King of the Dot. Like, before I went out there, I dissed the fuck out of King of the Dot and told them they're the biggest faggot league in the world and they're fucking clones, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to fucking go out publicly and be like, yeah, that fucking league is full of fucking faggot clones that don't fucking know hip-hop. No, but when I'm battling, that's what I'm going to say about them, you know what I mean? So everybody in King of the Dot knows I don't feel that way, and I fucking have utmost respect for them, even though DNA made me call them faggots again. I still have the utmost respect for them, and they're putting it, like, whether it's Smack or Grind Time or whoever's doing it, or this new Battle League, Battle America or whatever, as long as you're pushing the shit forward, we're all going to get to where because we're all doing this, we're all a community and network, tightly knitted, doing the same fucking thing, and nobody else is doing that. So if motherfuckers want to make it, they have to push all together as one fucking force to be recognized that way, and then all of us can start really eating off the shit. The more separation happens in it, it starts looking more like jail and how shit is in real life, and it becomes racist and a bunch of other fucking bullshit. When really, to me, the fucking main goal is to fucking just fucking link everything up together, man. I think Smack should start having a lot of cats from, like, Canada come down there, and, like, the more you start bridging everything together, everything's going to mold into one fucking powerful-ass fucking force, and it's going to get there. I think that's what it's going to evolve into, to be honest with you, because we had to evolve into that, too. Like, Grind Time had to start bringing talent from Smack to start getting more, you know, evolving, getting more views, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like bridging the link, and the fans start crossing over, and they start liking other styles, man, and it helps it just helps the whole fucking overall plan that we got, you know what I mean? And so, at the end of the day, to answer your question, definitely not, bro.
Well, go ahead, no.
Shout out to King of the Dot, man. They're doing really good.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Like, fucking King of the Dot, like, in about a fucking year and a half or 2 years, the motherfuckers went from, like, being a fucking small company that one dude created in a fucking alley to, you know what I mean, bringing fucking worldwide celebrities to the spot and fucking just wrecking shop, you know what I mean? Like, so they came a long way, and they definitely deserve all the exposure they're getting, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let's talk about somebody you mentioned earlier, too. You said there was a genuine dislike for DNA. Great battle, by the way. Well, both of you guys went out singing.
I was saying there wasn't really a genuine dislike, to be honest with you. I mean, it was a fucking, like, it was kind of like, you fucking little annoying piece of shit. Like, I disliked them like how a fly lands on you constantly and keep trying to slap it the fuck off and it keeps coming back. That's how I dislike DNA.
But is there respect after, you know, how good he did at the King of the Dot battle?
Honestly, man, he fucking surprised the fuck out of me. Just, like, what I was like, you could tell I was hella happy after the interview because at the same time, I felt like on the spot my bars were better, and I knew I said crazy shit to him. But I was still, like, blown away about how he just fucking just completely at the end, like, pulled the rug from underneath me type of shit. Like, he was just, he did some really fucking smart-ass fucking shit, man, and you can't be mad at that type of shit. I was looking at him when he was in the corner after he did it, and I was just smiling because I was like, you little fucking toothless, little fucking smart-ass, bro. I was like, what a fucking... Like, I felt like the motherfucker just saved himself from fucking death, bro. So it's just, it is what it is, man. It's fucking definitely, I commend him on that shit, man, definitely.
Okay, well, and then we also mentioned Jin, and I did see a video blog with Jin when he was talking to Dumbfounded, and, you know, he said that no doubt that he doesn't doubt that you're a cool person in real life. And he said that he just feels that the battle itself, and it wasn't even like a disrespect to the extent that he didn't want to battle you, but he felt like the battle itself, it got too much attention and it wouldn't live up to the hype. I mean, do you kind of feel the same way?
To be honest with you, I understand how that could happen, like, because, and not to throw this in because of me and Hollow going at it right now, but it's like the Hollow Hitman battle. I think the most general consensus you'll see. You know what I mean? And this is not hating because I'm a fan of both of them. And whatever the fucking case is, I listen to all bars, to everybody, whether I dislike them in reality or not. That shit didn't live up to the hype at all. You know what I mean? It was definitely not anywhere near. So it could happen, but in the Chin scenario, no, because I wrote the best material I've ever wrote for anyone in my life, and I didn't get to use any of it, and I never did get to use any of it, and I think about it every day, and it fucking just makes me so mad because I wouldn't be able to use it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's done. It's a done deal. You know what I mean? But, like, it just makes me so mad that I never got to use some shit that I fucking put in work into. But I think on my part, I would have had the most insane performance ever, to be honest with you. Like, I was really focused on killing him. Maybe he felt like he wouldn't live up to the hype on his part of it, and I respect him for being honest about it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you never know until a battle happens. And that's the fucking truth, really, because sometimes, you know, the weakest-looking battles might turn out to be classics on paper, you know? So,
all right, with 30 seconds left, Norbs, any final words for this?
Dude, I will fucking kill you on that URL page.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, I'll come and park my halal car in front of your fucking house and fucking throw falafel balls at you, bro.
Yo, Stiz, thank you, man. You're the only rapper, I believe, that we had on URL's Battle Rap Arena that has not yet been on URL. I look forward to seeing you on that stage. Thanks a lot for coming through and showing us love, man. Great battle versus DNA. I hope to see you versus stage. Thanks a lot for coming through and showing us love, man. Great battle versus DNA. I hope to see you versus stage. Thanks a lot for coming through and showing us love, man. Great battle versus DNA. I hope to see you versus stage. Thanks a lot for